everybody, this is Paul Munson with YSN, and we're here to bring you guys some bedtime stories. So while you're sitting there with your family at home in quarantine and enjoying some family time, I hope, we're going to read you some bedtime stories here at YSN, since right now we can't do some sports. So as I like to read, so you can see my girls back there in the background, one of our favorites is You're Too Small. Pip woke up all warm and tingly as a dot of sunshine touched his nose. He peered out the window. "Everybody's busy," he piped. "I'll run down and help." Pig was busy in the garden picking watermelons. "I'll help you," said Pip. "Better not," said Pig. "You're too small. You'll get squashed." Nearby, Goat was stacking hay. "Can I help?" asked Pip. "No, thank you," he said. "You're too small. You'll get lost." Pip ran off and found Cow. He was painting a wall. "I can help," said Pip. "I don't think so," he said. "You're too small. You'll never reach the top." Well, thought Pip, if I'm too small to help, I'll just have to go play. And he skipped off into the fields where he met Mr. Rabbit, who was flying a kite. "Can I help?" asked Pip, watching the kite wiggling in the clouds. "No," said Rabbit. "You're too small. You'll get blown away." Pip looked at himself. He looked at his big paws, his round belly, and his long tail. "I don't look too small to me," he said. "I look just right. I'll ask Goose. She won't think I'm too small." "Too small for what?" asked Goose. "I don't know," said Pip, "but maybe I'm the right size to sit on your eggs. After all, you don't look very big yourself." Goose took a deep breath. Then she stood up, taller and taller. "Pip," she said, peering down at him, "I would love to have you sit on my eggs, but you wouldn't cover them at all. You're just too small." "Oh dear," said Pip. "I think I'll just go back to bed and start all over again tomorrow. Perhaps I'll grow some by then." Pip walked slowly back to the barn, but when he got to the door, there was a big hubbub. All of his friends were there, banging on the door. "Pig came to tell us dinner was ready, but then the door slammed behind him, and we're all locked out," cried Rabbit. "And we're starving," said Goose. "I can help," said Pip. "What can you do?" said the animals. "You're too small." "I don't have to be big to help," said Pip, and then he disappeared through a crack in the wall. "I only need to be small enough," he cried from inside. He heard a loud cheer from outside. "Hooray for Pip! Hooray! Hooray!" But since dinner was ready, Pip hopped on the table. "There's another thing I'm not too small for," he smiled as he helped himself to the biggest, plumpest, puffed-up pie. Then he hopped off the table, unlocked the door, and let all of his hungry friends in. "Thank you, Pip," they shouted. "You're just the right size." Pip smiled with a big, puffed-up pie smile, but all he said was, "Burp." The end. And so the moral of the story is, no matter how big or how small you are, everybody serves a purpose. And Pip proved that when he let all of his friends into the house to have dinner after they got locked out. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll be reading some more stories here throughout the next couple weeks, and we hope you tune in and listen to them. Until then, I thank you guys for listening to YSN.